What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Michael Warbux Show, where we talk pop culture news and other things that caught my attention. Today is What the Friday, and if you do not know what What the Friday is, it's where we talk about a bunch of crazy stories that happened throughout the week, like this guy who stabbed someone because he didn't know that Jay-Z and Beyonce were married. That seems legit. Yeah, let's get on with the show! Alright, our first story today, let's talk about 15-year-old Jadrokin Turner. She's originally from Texas. She was this runaway that's pregnant, claimed a false name, claimed she was an illegal immigrant, and then U.S. officials were like, you know what, you're going back to South America. Now, keep in mind, she is from Texas. Now, the story gets weird because she was originally arrested back in 2010, and then gave the name of someone that was born in 1990 that was originally from South America, and she kept the name up and all this other stuff. And when it comes down to it, the grandma alerted the U.S. officials and South American officials, and now she's getting brought back to the United States. So the grandma was just pretty pissed about all this because, hey, she looks like a kid, she acts like a kid. Why wasn't she thought to be a kid? Why wasn't there more done to investigate her background before she was deported? And I agree. You can't just go off of some kid's word like, yeah, I'm an illegal immigrant, send me back. So, huge fail on the U.S. officials, immigration people. I can't believe this even happened. Now, moving on to another story in Texas, let's talk about this 8th grader. He was shot dead by police officers in this middle school's hallway. And I guess this all started when this kid went up to this boy and just punched him in the face for no reason. And then this kid pulled out a gun. So police were called, the police showed up, and this kid was waving the gun. He was also aiming at police. Police were telling him, hey, put the gun down, put the gun down. And the kid didn't do it. The police ended up shooting 3 times, 2 of them hitting this kid. And then whenever they went over to the kid, they saw that the gun was just a pellet gun. Now, the family is up in arms over this, saying, hey, this was unjustified. They used way too much force. Now, I've never been a police officer, but from what I understand, whenever someone's waving a gun at them, they have the right to use whatever forces they want. You couldn't have just, like, shot him in the leg or something? I understand that a gun is being pointed at you, and I know that your life is at risk, and you didn't know that it was a pellet gun. So the early comment question of the day to you is, do you feel that the police used way too much force on them? Or do you think they should have used some other type of tactics? Let me know. Now let's move on to some quick news. Last Friday we talked about these idiots that robbed a supermarket and then posted up the pictures on their Facebook. Well, let's talk about these couple of idiot teens in Philadelphia called the Wreck Locals. Guess they spray paint, vandalize stuff. Police were looking for them, and all they had to do was look online. Here these kids went and posted a video of themselves doing these kind of things. So last week crimes were solved via Facebook, and this week crimes are being solved via YouTube. I guess that kind of leaves a couple more social networks for you. Let's see if we can hit Twitter next week. Next up, Florida. There was this drunk guy that was walking in the middle of the highway. So a construction worker saw this guy and he informed police. The police ended up rolling up on the guy saying, hey, you might want to get out of the middle of the road, you're gonna get hurt. So this drunk guy was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna lay down in the middle of the road. Oh, did I mention that he was wearing a Darth Vader mask? I know you were like, okay, when's the story getting weird? So the cop tells him to hurry up, get up, you're gonna get hurt, blah, 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 blah. And Darth Vader here decides to kick and scream and hurt the officer. The officer tried using a taser on him, but the guy's jacket was too thick and it didn't work. So the officer ended up pepper spraying him. So now Darth Vader is now being arrested for resisting arrest and battery to an officer. Hey, officer, he wasn't trying to hurt you. He was just trying to use the force. Alright, here's your super weird story of the week. Have you ever gone on Yahoo Answers, Yahoo Questions, whatever it is? Well, there was this girl that posted up this question saying, can I turn my boyfriend into a vampire? Reason being, she became super obsessed with the Twilight movies. Now, hold on. Hopefully you're not eating right now because it's just about to get weird. She became so obsessed with these movies that she kind of started to drink her own blood. She would cut herself just to get used to the blood. And then whenever she was having that time of the month, she would save her tampons and put them in the freezer, and whenever she got hungry, she would chew on them. God, I don't even know if I can get through this story. So she was trying to build up her own blood tolerance, and then next thing you know, she got this boyfriend, and she was like, you know what, if I can make myself a vampire, maybe I can make him a vampire. So she decides to start cooking for him, and putting her own blood in some of the food, like spaghetti sauce. And she was even saying, he doesn't know that he's eating my blood. And I'm really hoping that this is gonna make him into a vampire. Can you see my face getting worse throughout this story? This might be the winner already for 2012, I don't know. So after putting blood in his food and all that stuff, she says, It's been like 3 to 4 weeks. Do you think he's a vampire by now? Now, in all seriousness, I don't know if this girl is just trolling the Yahoo questions, answers, whatever it is. But my God, if this is real, what the Friday? Oh man, is that gross. You chew your own tampons? My God. And now moving on to our last story. Hold on. Oh God. Are you looking for the most romantic Valentine's Day date that you can think of? Well, if you're in the Pittsburgh area, you can go and hang out at the Pittsburgh Zoo. There's gonna be food, there's gonna be cocktails, but most importantly, you can go and watch animals have sex. No, I'm serious. This is real. Well, it might not be live sex. There's gonna be a guy there talking about all the wonderful ways that animals, you know, have their sexual relations. Through all the timid sex to all the rough, probably gonna kill you sex. So if you're into bestiality or you think this might turn on your significant other, make sure you book your tickets because I'm sure they're gonna go fast if you're a weirdo. If you're a member of the zoo, it's $70, and if you're not, it's $75. Who the fuck would pay $75 to hear about animals mating? You can watch it on the Discovery Channel for free. Damn. Alright guys, that's going to be today's show. Before we end this one, I just want to say, hey, everybody go check out yesterday's video because there is a lot of you that are talking about the bullying issue that I was talking about in the video, and it's just amazing that some of your stories that you're saying, and wow, I want to thank you for, you know, sharing them, and hopefully you're able to help somebody else out, and it's amazing, and I want to thank you for leaving your comments. So, again, thank you for that. And if you want to check out all of today's WTF stories, of course, the links are in the description below. And don't forget to comment on the question of the day. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to put it in your favorites if you want, and don't forget to share it. And you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday.